Let's take a few minutes to explain the Cognitive Abilities Test, also known as the CogAT, and how we utilize it in our schools. My goal is to help you understand what it measures, how it's different from achievement tests, and how the results help teachers better meet your child's learning needs. The CogAT is a norm reference test, which means your child's performance is compared to that of other students the same age across the country who took the same test under the same conditions. It doesn't measure what a child has learned in school. That's what achievement tests like the EOGs do. Instead, CogAT looks at how a child thinks and reasons, their ability to find patterns, make connections, and solve new kinds of problems. Achievement tests, like the EOG, tell us how well students have mastered grade-level content, things they've been taught in class. The CogAT, on the other hand, gives us a picture of potential. It measures reasoning skills that underlie learning in all subjects. So, while achievement tests show what a student already knows, CogAT shows how easily they may learn new material or make sense of unfamiliar problems. The CogAT has three main parts, or batteries: verbal, quantitative, and nonverbal. In Catawba County Schools, we focus on the verbal and quantitative subtests. Verbal measures how well a student understands and uses language to reason and solve problems. It's not just vocabulary, it's about recognizing relationships between words and ideas. Quantitative focuses on number relationships and reasoning with patterns. It's not a math test, but it helps us see how students think logically with numbers. Our district gives the CogAT as a universal screener. That means every student in a grade level takes it, not just those who have already been identified for advanced learning. We use it in two main ways. First, it helps us identify students who might benefit from advanced or gifted programming by adding them to our AIG pool for further review. Second, we look for discrepancies between CogAT scores and EOG achievement. For example, if a student's CogAT score is much higher than their EOG score, that may tell us they have strong reasoning skills, but may need different kinds of support in reading or math. So it helps us spot both strengths and possible learning needs. Each teacher receives a CogAT profile for their students. It breaks down strengths and areas for growth in each reasoning area. Teachers use this information to adjust instruction, for example, by providing enrichment opportunities, grouping students strategically, or scaffolding certain types of reasoning tasks. In other words, CogAT results aren't just for placement decisions, they're also instructional tools to help teachers personalize learning. You'll see 2 percentile ranks on the report. Age percentile rank, APR, compares your child to other students of the same age nationwide. Grade percentile rank, GPR, compares your child to others in the same grade. A percentile rank tells you the percentage of students who scored lower than your child. For example, a percentile of 75 means your child scored higher than 75% of students in that comparison group. The CogAT gives us valuable insight into how students think and learn. When we combine this with what we know from the classroom and other assessments, we get a much fuller picture of each child.